Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan at eto nga mga karbi natin. Attorney Sheila harapang sinupalpala si Kiko Pangilinan na Senator Pia sinuplak si Kapunan. Nako, yan po ang ating alamin mga kababayan sa video ito, pero bago po natin simulan yan, palike naman po ng video ito, malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po at eto nga mga kababayan, simulan na po natin to.
Ito in response po to our just good Senator Pangilinan, hindi po technical na or rules, no, yung aking ini-invoke dito, kundi yung actually it's substantive dahil ito ay nakasantig sa ating saligang batas. Salamat po.
At magalang na diskurso at debate kaugnay sa may tuturing nating kontrobersyal na isyong ito. At inaasahan ko, yan din ang magaganap sa caucus at sa aming pagbabalik.
Balagbagan. Balagbagan ho yan mga kababayan.
On Monday, I have a proposal.
I'm sure they will. They were in fact on the verge of announcing it.
No, because, Mr. President, this is what I wanted to say. We do need the caucus, but after hearing both sides, I really have many questions, and I think we should really dapat mahimay. But after hearing them, I think there's a couple of issues we will agree on. But I'd rather ask my questions on Monday. So if everyone agrees, then we can caucus but allow them to adjourn, no? Unless someone wants to ask after our caucus.
We will hear the lead prosecutor. However, Senator Judge Cayetano, it is the predisposition of the presiding officer, given that we don't have any witnesses today to settle this matter and this issue today. It's the only matter for us to discuss anyway.
That's my point, Senator Judge. No, I'm reviewing the rules. Hindi naman tayo tatagal pag per legal issue kasi nakalagay naman not more than 2 minutes eh. So, meaning for example, for me, issuing the subpoena is not one issue. Whether the subpoena is to the VP or to her husband is two separate issue. Peso account or dollar account is a separate issue. Whether or not the company's accounts, etc., should be subpoena is a different issue. But for me to decide, I want to ask the prosecution and the defense about that. So medyo mahaba-haba talaga.
To answer the Senator Judge, we have a precedent that I think, if I remember correctly, it involves the good gentleman himself. When then Senate President Enrile made a ruling with respect to the request for the issuance of a subpoena against the former Chief Justice Corona and his family, the gentleman agreed with respect to not issuing the subpoena against the Chief Justice, but disagreed with respect to not issuing with the family.
No, I was correct there. That was the first. The rules of court says pwede pagka son-in-law. But I was overruled by Senator Enrile. I appealed. The body agreed with him. So even if I was correct, I was overruled. But my point is, Mr. Presiding Officer, that was one simple issue. That's why I didn't argue. I'm saying this seems to be like 2 subpoenas. But there are several subject matters, AMLA, etc. And remember, this is Article 2. What's our assumption? August or September pa to iti-take up eh. So I'm just saying, so for example, no, we all agree on the ruling. It benefits one side. We should tell them why we ruled that way, so that if they file a motion for reconsideration or they go to the Supreme Court, malinaw din yung ruling natin doon. There are substantive issues here. There are some issues, as eloquently said by Congressman Shel Jokno. Alangan naman bago ako ng stand kung pare-pareho yung issue about, let's say, bank account. So, you know my vote on that, di ba? But my vote on Chief Justice Corona doesn't mean it's the same vote if it was on his spouse and the companies that are under his name. I can tell you honestly right now, I don't know what to vote for, what my vote will be. But I do know that these are 2 important issues. Even the definition of definiteness and the definition of fishing expedition, I want to pursue that with them.
With the permission
Your
of
Honor,
Senator
sir.
Judge Alan, can we discuss that in caucus?
Yes,
instead
yes.
of-
So I'm just saying, if we're going to discuss it and maraming magtatanong, do you want them to go home and we can extend till Thursday next week or whatever?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
advise
I
them
submit to
properly
the presiding
at
officer.
appropriate time. Senator Judge Pangilinan.
No, just to reiterate the earlier manifestation of the presiding officer, we agreed to go on caucus after the presentation
Yes.
after the oral argument. So
Yeah. Bida-bida ka eh. Pambira ka eh. Kung merong, sinong gusto maipis, ikaw ang pinakaunang kamay magtataas dyan eh. Huwag ka na tumayo.
let us stick to the agreement,
Okay lang yan.
Mr. President. Mr. Presiding Officer, thank you.
Umaasa pa rin ako na magiging mahinahon yung caucus.
So we move to
Chair declares a recess. We will
Tahan ka na. Meron na naman sigurong kabalbalang nasabi.
Under Article 4, namely the Philippine National Police Firearms and Explosives Office Representative, Mr. Flores, Mr. Magsambol, the Sheriff, and the Psychiatrist.
Si Sheriff ayaw niya talagang dumalo. Mapapahiyaw sila dun. Pero meron namang hostile. Talaga mapipilitan ka magpunta dyan. Pero sa tingin natin, hindi magiging paborable sa kanila kung sakaling patawag pa nila yun. Yung dalawang NBI agent, sapat na raw yun para sa kanila. Dito mga paano conditional.
Say that Attorney Melvin Matibag will be their final witness for Article 4, and I had neglected to consider the family member listed as one of the reserve witnesses. Thank you for that clarification.
Pag eto mga kabayan, no, pag etong Article 4 nila ma-dismiss, no? Wala na silang pag-asa mga kabayan na manalo pa. O kasi sabi nila ito ang pinakamalakas, pinakamalakas nilang kaso yung Article of Impeachment number 4 mga kabayan. Yun nga yung inuna nila na itong patungkol sa grave threats mga kabayan. Pag eto naibasura, wala na. Ha? Panalo na si BP mga kabayan.
Your Honor, but on another matter, this is not an objection, just a statement or a manifestation with the kind indulgence of this honorable
counsel
court
may proceed.
and senators, judges. Yesterday, at the conclusion of the hearing, we have heard a manifestation from the good lady, Attorney Kapunan, with some suggestion on how to speedily proceed with the rest of the presentation of the prosecution for Article 4. And I think towards the end of her speech, which was quite lengthy, was really just essentially informing this court about the fact that they will no longer present Attorney Lopez, whom they had requested subpoena for, as well as Ms. Belinda Bello. But my point is, I'm not objecting to the good counsel's manifestation or even the manner by which she delivered it yesterday or the lead prosecutor's manifestations today. Only that my concern is those manifestations are almost always accompanied with lengthy discourse containing conclusions of law and facts that in reality only this impeachment court can really determine. Now, why is this a concern for the defense? Because this affects the fairness and balance of this impeachment court and the way it would perceive whatever manifestations or expressions of sentiments or discourses that counsel for both parties will deliver before this court and before the public. Naririnig po tayo ng taong bayan at anuman ang sabihin ng ating mga kagalang-galang na mga miyembro, no, officers of or members of the bar who also are officers of the court, and we all know that we are before the impeachment court and therefore we should try evidence and not advocate for the conclusions or the positions that we may have already made even before we went to this trial. And so I'm just pressing a concern on behalf of the defense and just for the guidance of both parties. If the only message that and this goes for both parties, if the only intent really is just to withdraw witnesses, then perhaps it would better serve the purpose of aiding the speedy disposition of this case if that fact
Galing
alone
nito,
will,
Sheila.
be the only thing that will be mentioned without factual assertions or conclusions of facts or even interpretations of the law. I think that would be more fair for everyone and for the guidance of the public and this court. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you for your indulgence.
May I comment, Your Honor?
No need, counsel. Let the
No need.
No need.
Palakpakan natin. Gusto pang umisa nitong si Kapunan eh. Baka pagsalitain mo na, baka reglahin na naman yan.
chair react to the statements made by lead counsel for the respondent. The presiding officer took it as the statements as akin to a tender offer of excluded evidence, very similar to that. Although we are not yet at that stage, although evidence has not yet been excluded, the presiding officer took it as that. Therefore, what is your pleasure? I'll give it to the counsel for respondent. Should you decide not to call witnesses in your witness list, do you want the same privilege of being able to make a tender, meaning an explanation of why you won't be calling these witnesses? If not, given the fact that it was given already to the counsel for to the prosecutors, or we will simply remind both parties to cease from doing so henceforth. I give you the equal opportunity, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your pleasure?
Let me just clarify, Your Honor. With respect to the presiding officer's statement on it, the chair taking the prosecution's manifestations a tender of excluded evidence, we respectfully disagree, because if this is a tender of excluded evidence, as the presiding officer had said, there was, number one, there's no excluded evidence because, number two, they never offered it in the first place, and number three, they didn't, in fact, withdraw the presentation of these 5, 6, or 7 remaining witnesses that they listed in their pre-trial brief. Number two, Your Honor, I'm not actually asking for any special treatment or privilege or even the same amount of time that were given to the lengthy manifestations and discourses by members of the prosecution. All I'm asking is if the parties may be guided and from making conclusions of law that in fact really just advocate the position, because I think we all agree that at no point during this trial that the prosecution and defense will probably say, I agree with you on this point of evidence or on this point of law. I think mahalaga nating maintindihan yun, because the prosecution clearly has taken side, defense taken side, and we are advocating for totally divergent views and opinions. All I'm asking, Your Honor, is that if the intent truly is to aid this court in speedy disposition of this case in a fair and balanced manner, just so also with the considering that we are being watched by the people, no? Yung ating mga mamamayan na sa tingin ko gusto rin nilang matuto mula dito sa paglilitis na ito, sapagkat sila interesado rin sa kung paano ba pinapagana ang batas sa bayang ito at kung paano pinatutupad yung mga karapatan, no, ng mga tao at kung paano binibigyan ng pantay na halaga yung prosekusyon at depensa. All I'm asking is, if the intent is just to say we're withdrawing, then that's it. Just state the intent and then without any conclusions, Your Honor, because conclusions really are just for the courts to make and not for either of the parties. Thank you, Your Honor.
Naku,
So
matindi
noted.
yun. Matindi ho yung banat dahil nitong si Atty. Sheila. Ito kasi si Kapunan.
Sinasabi rin kasi ni Luestro, nagkapunan mga kaubayan, no, na sapat na. After nila masabi na, hindi na namin ipapatawag siya, no, si Attorney Zulaika Lopez at si yung isa. Diba? Tapos may dagdag pa sila. Sinasabi nila na Hindi na namin ipapatawag dahil yung ebidensya ay malakas na. Parang sinasabi lang, panalo na kami. Di ba? O, those are their opinions, their conclusions, mga kabayan. Pero wala namang sinabing ganon yung presiding officer na, dahil hindi ninyo tatawagin yan, I will declare na panalo na kayo. Wala namang ganon, mga kabayan. Di ba? Kaya talagang mga, mga assuming kung baga.
Sa impeachment court, bida-bida na naman si Kapunan. Yan
Correct.
tuloy.
Ng ating mga kababayan ang naging hakbang ng prosekusyon kung bakit wini-withdraw ang mga pangalan ng ibang testigo para
In
sa
the first place, kung nag-practice naman kayo, kung sapat na pala itong si Loto at itong si Hilong Kalilong, ba't nyo pa sinama-sama? Pati pangalan ng sheriff, sinama nyo pa.
Ang
bihira
dami.
Article
talaga.
4 and that is
Oo.
threat. That is for the record only, Your Honor.
Noted, court already made a ruling. Senator Judge Cayetano?
Yan, si Senator Cayetano.
Mr. Senate President, Mr. Presiding Officer, I agree with you both, and there's a solution to that. Let me start by I agree with the defense. Actually, I was going to stand up yesterday, but with all due respect to a good lawyer, Attorney Kapunan, and to the fact that my seatmate, Senator Miggs, was very proud of her saying that she's his ninang, I did not stand up anymore. The problem with explaining why you're
Si Migs
Ninang
Subirin,
pala ni Migs.
ninang niya lahat.
Ninang pala ni Migs
Ninang
to.
niya si Ligarda, ninang niya si Kapunan. Baka si Lisa Araneta Marcos, ninang din niya. Malamang sa
Malamang,
withdrawing.
malamang. Di ba?
is actually you are feeding to the court something they did not testify to, and then something the defense cannot object to. So, and if it is a proffer or a tender, it is clear to everyone, in-exclude yun. Kaya ko nga lang nilalagay. But tama naman si Senate presiding officer, it's akin, it's not the same. But dun kasi sa tender, nag-ruling eh. So it's very clear to us it's unacceptable, di ba? So after the very eloquent manifestation of Attorney Kapunan yesterday, if I was a layman, I would think what you said, whether it was the agent John Mark, whether it was the second witness sa NBI, was true. Kasi parang may summation. The same thing with you, the very able lead prosecutor and chairperson of the House Committee on Justice, di ba? Having said that, I agree with you, this is impeachment court, people have to know why. But I think we've been very lenient. No one except the spokesperson has spoken about the sub judice rule. So you can actually explain it in the press con afterwards, if I may, no? Because nga, I was also observing yesterday and I was saying, kung ako yung defense, dadagdagan ko na yung witness ngayon at every time we withdraw, may chance akong i-explain bakit we withdraw, then reinforce kung ano yung sinabi nung before. So I understand you completely, ma'am. People have to understand why it's not a sign of weakness. In fact, in your it's a sign that you've achieved your position. But we can do that in the press cons and other forums. But if you do it kasi here, walang chance yung prosecution to rebut that. Or if they do, it's one rebutting the other rather than the witness standing. So if I may offer that solution, Mr. Presiding Officer.
As ruled by the presiding officer, henceforth, that will no longer be allowed. Senator Judge Pangilinan, before Senator Judge Pia Cayetano.
It's just a very quick manifestation. I was actually listening to the ruling of the presiding officer, and initially I thought he would rule that the defense would likewise be given the opportunity to speak up, and at some point when they likewise have the opportunity to withdraw witnesses. I would like to think, Mr. Presiding Officer, that would have been the better approach, because this is an impeachment court. This is not, we are not bound by technical rules, unlike court proceedings where lawyers are familiar and would really want, to make it as orderly and as technical as possible. But again, I will yield to the ruling of the chair, but just a reminder to everyone that technical rules of evidence does not apply strictly.
Pambira.
Grabe naman. Anong gusto mo ba? Ano na lang dyan? Bara-bara na lang kayo dyan.
In impeachment court.
So, okay lang. Okay lang lahat dahil hindi nga naman strictong pinapaira lang rules ng korte dyan. Benda natin ang law, ganon.
Benda rules.
Diligan mo na lang pechay ni Sharon. Walang yata.
Proceedings. Precisely because nakikinig ang taong bayan, pagka-technical masyado, na sa halip na lumalabas ang bawat punto.
Pag ganun mga kabayan, pag technical masyado mga kabayan, siguro kailangan niyong mag-i-explain sa taong bayan. Sa layman's term, di ba? Yung maiintindihan ng tao, kahit gaano ka-technical yan, di ba? Kayo na lang ang bahala mag-explain kung gaano, ano yung, ordinaryong mga salitang gagamitin, di ba? Hindi na kasalanan yun ng putik naman. It is not a reason, no? Na i-bend ninyo yung mga rules, no?
Hindi ko sinasabing hindi dapat magsalita ang defense. In fact, yun ang original o initial na suggestion at minumungkahi ng ating presiding officer na kung gusto magsalita ng defense din para tapatan yung nabanggit ng prosecution, mas maganda sana. But I will yield. I just wanted that manifested and I will yield to the ruling of the chair.
We
Maraming
thank the good gentleman for his
Ayan mga kabayan, ano pong inyong opinion dyan? I-comment nyo na lang. At eto mga karibin natin, pasadahan po natin to. Eto pong, si Luestro. Ayan mga kabayan, no? Eto pong si Luestro mga karibin natin. Ayon po dito sa ang balita ngayon, sabi po dito, tila inaawat na si Luestro sa hirit nitong muling mag-manifestation. Hindi tayo titigil niya na Jervil. Sinasabi ko sa'yo. Aba, mukhang napahiya dito si Jervil. Kasi gustong-gusto nilang gusto nilang talagang ma-impeach si BP Sara, no? Kaya gagawin po nila ang lahat, kahit ito man ay labag or nagpapatagal sa proseso, as long as ma-impeach lang nila si BP Sara. Ito po ang komento ng ating mga kabayan. Teka nga, sabi po dito, ayan, pinaalalahanan ni Presiding Officer Senator Francis Chis Escudero, si House Lead Prosecutor Representative Jervil Luestro, matapos itong muling humirit na makapagbigay ng manifestation kaugnay sa pag-atras ng prosekusyon sa ilan nilang mga testigo. Di ba yung kanina narinig po natin na hindi na kailangan, di ba? Hindi na kailangan. Yan yun mga kabayan, hindi na kailangan na magsalita ka pa. Kasi eto na, di ba? Nag-decide na no, na hindi na sila hindi na nila kailangan pa yung si Atty. Lopez at saka yung isa mga kabayan. Sabi po dito ng ating mga kabayan, sabi ni Julius, inawat baka tumalsik ang venom. Aray ko, wala namang venom. Bakit nadidiri ako pag nakikita ko si Luestro? May naaalala ata ako. Aray ko po, anong naaalala mo, sir? Sabi naman po dito, naulol na si Luestro kaya naglalaway. Ayan, good job, Senator Chis. Hindi nakikita sa TV, idolo ko si Luestro. Ayan mga kabay, idol pala. Hawak niyan ang bita, Congresswoman ba ng Batangas itong si Luestro? Ang taga Batangas, iuwi nyo na. Aray. Iuwi nyo na daw si Luestro mga kabayan. Anyway, ano po masasabi niyo dyan? Just comment down below mga karibin natin. At eto, Luestro pa rin, sabi niya naman po dito, sabi naman po sa balita, Luestro ay ginigiit na sa lakas ng kanilang kaso, kinakailangan na nilang magbawas ng testigo. Ba? Pero teka lang, kung malakas talaga yung kaso nyo from the very first place, no? Bakit ang dami nyong inilagay na testigo? Di ba? At saka, talaga bang malakas ang kaso ninyo? Diba? Talaga bang, are you proclaiming na panalo na kayo? Are you assuming na panalo na kayo? Baka assuming ka lang, di ba? The reason for the withdrawal of the other witnesses ay dahil malakas na ang kaso, kompleto na ang ebidensya. Questionable nga yung mga witness ninyo eh. Di ba? Tapos ngayon, ima-mind condition nyo pa yung taong bayan na, winidraw namin yun kasi malakas na po ang ebidensya. Aray ko. This is a mind conditioning, mga kababayan. So that, pag naglabas na po ng desisyon, ang impeachment court, which is, for example, against doon sa kanilang pinaglalaban, sa kanilang naratibo, mga kababayan, sasabihin nila, bakit ganon? Sinabi ko naman na ang lakas ng kaso. Ikaw na kang nagsabi, di ba? So, sinabi ko naman na malakas na yung kaso, di ba? Kaya nga nag-atras na tayo ng mga witness. Hindi na natin kailangan yon. So, minamind condition nila tayo para may reason sila, mga kababayan, pagdating ng panahon na sisihin yung impeachment court. Yun yung nakikita ko dito, mga karabi natin. Sabi nila, bakit ganon? Ang lakas naman ng sinabi ko namang malakas na yung kaming kaso. Siya sinabi mo lang, di ba? Kaya nga sinasabi ni Attorney Sheila Sison, no? Huwag ganon. Yung mga conclusion ninyo, huwag na nating isali. Okay? Kasi parang yun nga, di ba? Hindi man sinabi pero parang ganon na rin. Itong conclusion ni Luestro, parang mag-uudyok sa ating mga kababayan na maniwala sa kanila na malakas talaga yung kaso at paborable sa kanila, mga kababayan. Which is not, no? Aray ko po. Sabi po dito ng ating mga kababayan, A plus normal equals abnormal. Ayan. Ganap na ganap ang tuta, Nagdepende na ang inyong kaso o makautang tong inyong amo. Correct Utang na naman, walang yayan. Magbawas ka na kasi, puro naman kasi scripted. Sabi po ni Losendo. Sabi po ni Pedro Rizo, bobo. Sabi ni Hazel, kanus pa kani maayo, bayhana. Kailan ka pa daw aayos? Magiging maayos, Luestro. Umatras kasi natakot sa mga lawyer ng defense. Hindi, kasi alam nyo, mga kababayan, si Attorney Zulaika Lopez, yung pinahirapan nila, yung kinontempt nila, yung kinulong nila, doon sa House of Representatives, tapos ililipat pa sa correctional, mga kababayan, di ba? Ay, grabe yung ginawa nila kay Attorney Zulaika. Malamang, yung mga sagot ni Attorney Zulaika ay hindi pa pabor sa kanila. Malamang chief of staff yun ni BP Sara di ba? Sabi pa po dito, ito sa Ridon, mga kababayan, sabi po din Ridon, malaki ang kumpiyansa na napatunayan na umano ng kanilang mga testigo ang pagbabanta ni BP Sara. Ayan. Okay. Kung yan po ang paniniwala, yun rin naman yung paniniwala namin na pinagbantaan talaga ni BP Sara si Presidente, itong si Romualdez at si Lisa Marcos. Ang tanong, karapat dapat po ba silang pagbantaan? Yun yung question, mga kababayan, di ba? Tanungin mo nga yung sarili mo rin. Karapat dapat ba silang pagbantaan? And what is the reason? No? Kaya pinagbantaan ni BP Sara ang mga ito. Yun ang hindi lumalabas. No? Yun ang hindi lumalabas sa bibig ng kanilang mga witness. Kasi kung tinatanong na about what is the reason, ano kaya yung rason? Kung bakit nasabi yun ni BP Sara? Umiiwas po sila na sagutin yun, mga kababayan. Napansin nyo po, yung dalawang testigo, umiiwas po sila na sagutin ang tanong na yun. What is the reason kung bakit nakapagsalita ang BP ng ganon? Diba? And one of the reason, mga karabi natin, ay si Attorney Zulaika Lopez. No? Doon uminit si BP Sara. Okay? Kasi inimbitahan nila, kinuntempt nila, kinulong nila, diba? At ginipit pa nila. Sino ang hindi iinit dyan, mga kababayan? Tauhan mo yan. Alam nyo, itong nangyaring ito, na panggigipit kay Attorney Zulaika Lopez, no? At pagtitreten ni BP Sara sa tatlong yon, walang pinagkaiba doon sa sinuntok niyang sheriff, di ba? Dahil sa pagmamahal ni BP Sara, sa kanyang mga tao, sa kanyang tauhan, nasuntok niya yung sheriff, mga kababayan. Dahil dinidemolish na, wala pang lilipatan. Ganon din po ang nangyari dito kay Atty. Zulaika Lopez. Dahil siyempre sobrang galit na ni BP Sara, bakit niyo ginanyan yung tao ko? Diba? Kaya, nasabi niya yun na pag nakapagbanta siya, mga kababayan, through his anger, no? Dahil sa kanyang galit na sobra rin naman sa panggigipit ng mga hinayupak na yan, quadcom, tricom, kung ano pang comcom dyan, na namalitahan di umano, may mga maleta, ha? Anyway, ano po ang masasabi niyo dyan, mga kababayan? Just comment down below at syempre huwag mong kalimutang i-like ang video ito, mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po.